go. So I have a Barbacoa right by my work, and I think that place is gonna be the death of me. I don't go there a lot, but I go there sometimes since I discovered it, and you know, I don't really eat much there. It's just their chips and queso that I eat like a lot because it's so good. But I can't have it, but I do anyways because it's so good. So if I don't keep up with my diet, it's because of Barbacoa. Alright, what's up guys? So I'm here at Anytime Fitness, and in my last video I promised that I would show you guys more stretching techniques next time. So that's what I'm gonna do. Last time I showed you foam rolling stuff, so this time I'm gonna show you static stretches that I do after my foam rolling stuff. So you guys will get to see that. Now, the other thing is, if you haven't seen my last video, because that has all the foam rolling techniques in it, then just click on the link below and it should send you to that video, and I'll try to set it up so it sends you to the specific time where in the video where it shows you all the foam rolling stuff. I don't think I've ever done that before, but I think I know how to do it. I think it's pretty easy. I'm pretty sure I can do that. You'll have to click on the link to find out. Something like that, yeah. Anyways, so when I stretch, like I mentioned in my last video, it's still kind of becoming a habit for me. I mean, I have no problem working out. It's just stretching afterwards. I do it. It's just not the most exciting thing for me. So it's, like I said, I'm still getting into the habit. But I'll show you what kind of stretches I do and kind of why they're so important. So, alright, so last time I showed you guys the foam rolling stuff, and just to recap that really quickly, the reason why I start off my stretching routine with the foam roller is just to prepare the muscle to be stretched a little further. It helps to also break down scar tissue. It's very similar to like a deep tissue massage, just not nearly as effective, but it is kind of like that. So it doesn't feel the best, but it works. But yeah, it breaks down that scar tissue and helps your muscles to be stretched even further when you do your static stretches. So I do that, and then I do my static stretches, and the muscle groups that I always stretch, like every time after my workouts, are my calves, basically most of my lower body. So my calves, my quads, my hamstrings, my glutes, and then also my lower back. Like I said, we're starting with the calves, so put your hands up against the wall. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. The back leg is going to be straight, and then you want to keep your feet straight ahead. This other one's going to be bent, and then just lean forward until you feel that stretch in your calf. So right here, and then you just hold that. And then with every stretch, including this one, you're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Change that. So yeah, with each stretch, starting with this one, you're going to hold it for at least 30 seconds up to 60 seconds. It depends on your fitness level or how flexible you actually are. So I do that, and then right after that I move on to the hamstrings, so the back of the legs. So let me show you that one. Alright, so for this stretch, I try to find a bench or something that's about that height. Basically all I'm doing is putting 1 foot on top of it. So I'm putting my heel on top, keeping the leg straight, and then from here I just want to lean forward, reach my hand out, and reach forward as far as I can, and I'll feel a stretch right back here. Again, just hold that right there. Obviously I'll do both sides. Alright, so the quads, this one's pretty simple. I'll find a wall, just put my hand up against it. It'll keep me stable as I do the exercise, because I'm just balancing on one foot. So what I'm doing is I'm taking one leg, bringing it back, bending it behind me, grabbing on my ankle, and then kind of just pulling up. That way I get a good stretch right here. If I use both hands, I'm able to pull it a little more, so I get a better stretch, but obviously it requires a little bit of balance to do. So if you need the wall, just put your hand up against it. But again, just like the others, just hold it 30 to 60 seconds. Alright, now, this next one, I'm stretching out my glutes. So basically all you need for this is the floor, because you'll be lying on the floor. So all you're doing, going back, about here, there we go. Now, you want one leg extended out, but not perfectly straight. Keep it a little bent. You're going to take the other one and wrap it over that leg. Keep it bent. And then what you're going to do is put one hand at the top so it's on your knee, and then the other hand on your ankle, and then you're going to pull straight back, but at the same time, you're also pulling to the side, right here. So back and to the side, and you should feel a stretch in your glute right here. And then just kind of relax a little bit. But again, 30 seconds on one side, switch, 30 seconds, and on the other side. Alright, so here's the pull-up bar. All you're doing for this one, you're just grabbing onto that pull-up bar. There you go. And then just hanging off of it. So my feet are not touching the ground. So I keep them off the ground. I'm not swinging forward or back at all. I'm just hanging right here. And then what you want to do is just relax. So let those shoulders relax, let your lats relax, and obviously your lower back. And then just hang there for 30 to 60 seconds. You can even do that a couple times. Alright, so that's basically what I do as far as stretching goes. Obviously I didn't really show you anything for the upper body. I guess you could include the lats, but that's just kind of included in my lower back stretches, so I don't really count that, but it works anyways. But those are the main stretches that I do. Like I said, I'm just kind of getting back into the routine of things. It'll take a while, because like I said, they're kind of boring for me, but that's not the case for anybody. So if you love to stretch, then good for you. You're definitely doing better than a lot of other people. You're definitely doing better than me, but you know, whatever. So that's pretty much what I do. So I hope that helped you guys out a little bit. And hopefully, if you're not doing so already, then start getting into the habit of stretching after your workouts. Alright, what's up guys? I just wanted to check in. I was gonna do this a little earlier, but didn't get around to it. But just wanted to check in and kind of update you guys on how things are going with my diet. So I have here, can't say it yet, but I have here my fitness pal, and I wanted to show you something I did the other day. It's just kind of a good example of a good and bad day, just because the food choices that I made typically aren't the food choices that I usually make when I'm really focused on my diet, but at the same time, at the end of the day, I did pretty well as far as pure macros go, so I'm happy about that. But let me show you what I'm talking about. So here, if you use this is my fitness pal. There we go. So we've got a, this is just like a TV dinner type thing. It was beef and broccoli. And then, that was my breakfast, yeah. And then for lunch, which I usually have for breakfast, there's all that stuff, it's my protein pancakes. And then for dinner, here we go, I had There we go. So for dinner, I had some soup, tomato soup, and then 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. And then as a snack, I had some oatmeal, which I put some protein powder in there as well, just to get in more protein on my day. And so overall, it was, like I said, like a good and bad day. Typically, I like to go with cleaner type of foods when I'm really focused on my diet. So more chicken, more eggs, more things more like rice, and whatever else that's I consider clean anyways. But today, obviously, as you can see, wasn't the cleanest, but it still worked out pretty well as far as pure macros go. So I was kind of not disappointed with it. But I typically don't do too much as far as processed food goes. I try to cook a lot of my own stuff right there. But overall, I mean, like I said, it's a pretty good day. I'm happy with it. I'm not gonna stress over it, which is kind of a good lesson to take from all of this, because really don't need to stress too much as far as your diet goes. For the most part, if your macros are pretty spot on, then you're pretty good. But I personally still like to keep it pretty clean, so I won't eat things like Pop-Tarts, even if they do fit my macros. Don't typically make it into my diet unless I'm not like cutting down for whatever particular reason, or or yeah, just trying to maintain a really lean physique. Then yeah, Pop-Tarts probably won't make it in there, but at the same time, once in a while, things like that do, and I'm not too worried about it. But that was my day, that was yesterday, so I was pretty happy about it. Now today's hasn't been too bad. I've had some stuff from, where'd I go? Oh, I went to Panda Express, had some beef and broccoli and some Kung Pao chicken, with both 2 things that are very low in calories, so those are good options, and some mixed veggies as well. When I got the mixed veggies, I had to actually wait for them to cook them up, or just to get them, because, not surprisingly, people don't really order mixed veggies when they go to Panda Express. It's usually rice, and so yeah, I had to wait a few minutes for that, but that's okay. But yeah, so that was my day. And that's my diet so far. It's going alright. I've gotten back on track with things, so I keeping sugars pretty low with the foods that I eat. But anyways, that's been my diet so far, and I'm gonna go do whatever else I want to do right now, so I will talk to you guys a little later. Bye.